Oh, this is Giorgos. We are sitting in Athens in a lovely coffee shop, International Garden of Athens. We love this place, imagine a lot of flowers, and we will speak about Aleister Crowley. Giorgos, you love Aleister Crowley, and can you please tell us a few words about Aleister Crowley, please?
Of course. So Aleister Crowley has been probably the most prominent occultist of the 20th century. He's called the Beast for a reason, probably.
Beast, yes.
The Beast. He's the one, actually, in my understanding, that did the most in order to renew the whole occult movement in Europe, maybe in the world in general, at least in the West. And what probably he did at best was that he made this whole connection of really different symbols together into one kind of system.
And why do you like Crowley, really? Why would you like to, how did you become interested in Crowley?
Well, I'd say that Crowley is the one who moved me into the direction to search more about things that how should I put it? I'm having a problem with that. How should I put in words?
Let me provoke you. Crowley, doesn't he represent negativity, like he's the beast? Is there something good in Crowley? Why are you interested in the negativity, the beast of Crowley, or do you prefer why Crowley?
Because he has this depth of understanding and knowledge and practices that others do not. Like, he was really serious about his study, he was really serious about his work, and he took it one step further, maybe more, than any other that I have been able to get my hands on and read about. The system, he went really into detail in trying to put into together the very different myths and symbols of many different traditions, and to find the common ground that they had and they have in order to bring out their qualities. If that makes any sense.
Yes. So, but I think that, for instance, is Crowley, does he, let's say, help you to become a better person, or if you want to become a better person, perhaps then you should go to a church? So Crowley, why Crowley?
Why Crowley? Well, if you want to become a better person, maybe you should go to a church. Crowley, it helps you to understand what's happening around you.
Okay.
If you delve into the whole system, like the Thoth Tarot deck, and what the many different traditions say about, I think you'll be able, you have the tool to find out more about yourself and the world around you. That doesn't necessarily make you a better person.
And how did you learn about Crowley, and which year was it, and how did you learn about him?
I think I had an interest about occultism since I was maybe in my adolescence. I had a friend also that really told me that he was also into occult stuff. So we started maybe studying together and talking about it. And for me it was the natural thing to... I moved naturally to Crowley's because my first connection with the occult maybe was not through black magic, let's say, but through other people that are traditionalists, like Julius Evola, who is a really interesting figure, but some people would call him a fascist. Maybe that's not the best thing, not the best way to continue and start working through it.
Myself as an example, I know that these cards work. I can ask precise questions, then I know I get the precise answers. But but besides these cards, how do you know that Crowley's system works outside of these cards? Have you some example how you know that his system works magically?
Okay. So you have to understand that it's not about Crowley, that Crowley has the ultimate truth and the others are lies or frauds. So when you start working with whatever system, there is a part of truth in that also, always. And whichever system you decide to follow, the system will work since you start delving into the system, which its strong points and weak points. The point with Crowley is that, and what the work he did, is that he tried to be as honest as possible with himself and what he practiced and what he delved into as part of knowledge. So he did the work and he found out. So in a way, all systems will work. The more you go deeper, the more you find out. And
but there is not, so where is the supernatural, or is it about the supernatural that is interesting for you, the supernatural?
Supernatural, you know, there is a way that we discuss these things, and they may seem like supernatural, but in a way they're not. It's the natural world, you know. Point is, it's always about if the person who starts doing and researching into these things believes that these things work about them. So I think, in my opinion, it's the natural world. There is nothing supernatural about it. And you just learn that there are other things, and you start through the practices, you start going deeper into these things, and you start analyzing and understanding yourself in a deeper way. And through that kind of research in certain side, you start seeing that what goes into the cards or what shows in the cards, it's a part of yourself, and how it reflects back to you, or how the world reflects back to itself. And you have to do this work. And I think that's what he did, and that's what it's represented in the cards.
Let me say, since we will speak about Crowley today. Since he's potentially dangerous, I put this cap today with the evil eye to protect myself against bad energies. I'm just joking, of course. So Crowley was there to start this, there were these secret societies like Golden Dawn, but also his own Ordo, and you want, if I understood correctly, restart, let's say, a branch of Ordo here in Athens. There is, you want to start an Ordo here in Athens? Or no? What did I misunderstand you?
Yeah. Probably. What I discussed before is that maybe it would be an interesting thing, if you want to go deeper in whatever system, to communicate with the people of the system that are currently working inside that.
Okay.
So I would think that I would like to communicate with these people at some point in order to see how further I can go with my research, let's say.
So you would like to start an Ordo? No.
Just to communicate with the Order itself, maybe.
In London and Thessaloniki.
At Thessaloniki. Which I do not really know the people. I haven't really met them. I haven't really talked ever with them. And that's an interesting discussion also about the people that are taking the work and are doing the research. Many people are working alone and they never actually communicate with the people in the orders for various reasons, as far as I understand. And but it's always interesting to have other people that are have the same interests and do study the subjects. And they can share their knowledge with you if they want to.
And what is one of the controversial things with Crowley is, let's say, sex. And if I understand correctly, so in order you would, in this secret society of Crowley, you would practice sex magic. Sometimes it's symbolic, sometimes literal. And how would, what is the role of sex in Crowley, and how do you understand it?
Well, I understand that about the subject of sex magic is a bit of a, as you understand, taboo in for several reasons. Probably because the West is like that.
The church doesn't like it.
Well, the way I understand it is that you learn through various practices to alchemize the energies that arise inside the human body. So even though it's called sex magic because it can involve sexual act, but it doesn't necessarily do so, because the point is to what I said before, to alchemize all the emotions and the powers and the forces that arise in the human body through retaining or through retaining that energy and doing something else. So that's how I understand it, and I'm not really sure about the orders or whatever orders practices because many people actually, if you search into accounts, they are talking about and I understand how something may go and become something like that. They're there only for the orgies or for whatever it may happen or may not, which would not know actually if it actually happens if we're not inside there. If you're not, it's just rumors, So yeah, that's that. That's how I understand, and that's what. The dangers or the things that may happen or may not.
Okay.
I don't know if you wanted to hear something more intriguing, let's say.
No.
But yeah, that's about it. About sex magic. What else may you or you may not have?
A friend of mine to whom I said that I would meet, that I would interview somebody at Crowley, I asked if they had a question about Crowley, and they said I should ask you about reincarnation. Did Crowley believe in reincarnation?
Did he? I think, I'm not really sure actually. I think yes, because all these there is this ritual, the bornless one. Have you read about the bornless ritual?
No, please tell me.
Okay, so there is how should I put it? I'm not really sure if the bornless one. Maybe not. Let's not discuss about the bornless one.
Okay.
But I think he believed about reincarnation. Yes, because the whole thing with these traditions, not taking into account the magical systems behind it, is about the cyclicality of things, and I think that he understood that we reincarnate. I do not know, I haven't read accounts that he had this kind of
understanding experience.
Okay. But all the yogic tradition and the Buddhist tradition that has incorporated into the system do talk about reincarnation, and that's actually one of the ideas that are represented in his tarot, that the cyclicality of things and not the linearity, on the way he has changed the way the cards react with each other. I'm talking about the king, queen, prince, princess in the fourth tarot deck, while in the other one, the Rider White deck, it's the linearity of things, which is king, queen, prince, page. So yeah, maybe I'm not really sure if anyone should really stay into this. They should delve deeper into it. But yeah, probably he believed in reincarnation and that he would come back here again. I know that there is a ritual that inside the auto, which I'm not really sure if it's the boneless one or another one, that talks about how it works towards the direction of being able to, in the moment that you go out, while you die, you're able to return back this information. But this is high magic, which I'm not really able to discuss this way, and I'm not really sure how to navigate you through it.
And to change subject a little bit, the country that was most important for Crowley, I think it was Egypt. He went there for his honeymoon, and also so there is a lot of references to Egypt in this card deck. And as recently as 2 days ago, I watched a documentary by Robert Granton about Egypt, and he says that the most mysterious place on earth is the King's Chamber in the Great Pyramid, and all these 3 great emperors, Julius Caesar, Alexander the Great, and Napoleon, spent a night there, and Crowley himself, he had experience there. So everything okay. So I think Egypt was the crowning point, let's say, for Crowley. Do you have any experiences about, how would you say about Egypt? What is your...
Yeah, Egypt was the most important place because all the deities of the primary system are about the Egyptian gods. He had a connection with these deities. The whole Book of the Law has been. Have you heard about the story? How actually his wife, that wife at this point, which I cannot recall her name right now, had the ability. She was a medium, a kind of medium, and she downloaded actually the whole information on where should they focus on in order to have this kind of transmission from the deity.
Yes, Egypt is an important place.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how they went for the Egyptian gods, probably because Crowley was part of the Golden Dawn, and the Golden Dawn is built in a Masonic principle, like all these kinds of orders are built in Freemason style, with the ways that they do initiation and their grades, etc. And I think all these kinds of that's why they went for the Egyptian gods, because there is a direct lineage, you'd say, and through the Rosicrucians, and the more you go into it, the more goes the rabbit hole. How the whole this body of knowledge came from Egypt and moved western, and it was really found again through the Rosicrucians, and was brought into Europe. And from there on, the people that built actually Golden Dawn found manuscripts from some German order and how they were created. It's really interesting stuff, this kind of lore, if you're interested into it. I'm not really into that kind of thing with the lineages. I'm more...
So what is your passion really about Crowley? What is especially that you want to get from Crowley?
Okay, actually the Crowleyan movement, let's say, maybe, it's not about the grades and the order itself. It's about I like the symbols and how he tried to really connect the deities and the symbols together in order to make a map of understanding of the energies inside and outside.
Okay.
So I think that's what Crowley actually did best, and that's why I'm studying him. It has also other things to attend to and to see about, but depending on whatever research someone may have, the system goes deep, and it has to do, it's always about, in my opinion at least, about getting better, self-improvement in a way.
Absolutely. I propose now that we will pick two cards from this thought. I will pick the first one, let's say, and then I will let you pick. And then when I picked my card, we will discuss it a little openly. See, do you have a proposal? Let's say, if Crowley's spirit is present here, what does he want that we discuss? Something like that, or let's. So I will shuffle these cards. So Crowley, if you, I want to keep them in the same direction. So Crowley, if your spirit is present, or the spirit or realm, what do you want that we discuss? Okay, there are actually two cards that can you resolve it? So we want to have a message. What should we discuss now? These are really slippery cards. Thank you. No, I didn't see the card, so I will. Perhaps we should have looked at it.
I looked it.
Okay. So let me say. What was it? Knight of Discs. Interesting. It's a beautiful card. Okay, let's go with the intuition. Let's discuss this.
Okay.
Knight of Discs.
About Crowley being around us in here. Actually, huh? So the Knight of Cards. It's an interesting card because it's a male, of course, a male energy, which is though really slow. And it's something that it builds right now. It builds.
Builds up.
Yeah.
Yes, builds up.
So is Crowley here? I'm not really sure. Maybe we have to wait, let's say, because this card came up and decided to get out and find us out there. About it, or we can move and see how it responds. But it's an energy that starts to
accumulate.
Yeah.
So often discs, it's a reference to money. And Knight of Discs. It's Knight of Cost, like a Don Quixote. Knight, like a medieval knight. A noble man who rescues ladies in distress. Like you! You are Knight of Discs because you're Giorgos. You Saint Giorgos.
You remember that?
So this is about you.
You think so? Maybe.
But let's move on. I will now finally pick up my card.
Okay.
So Crowley, if you want, please give us a message. These cards are a little bit I want them in the same order and same direction. Whatever you want us to discuss here. Of course, we could ask a specific question, but let's take this will be the card. Disappointment.
Well, it's a disappointment, let's say, because it's as you can see, it's the planet of Mars in the suit of Scorpio, in the suit of the Cups. So how Crowley and Duquette, I think they start explaining this card is that the Martian energy into the sign of Scorpio is that they like each other very much, and they like each other so much that they start making a mess. So while this fiery energy would probably mingle around well with Scorpio because it's the fire and the water, maybe they contradict or maybe they complement each other well. Well, in this kind of situation, the fires of Mars with the waters of Scorpio do not mingle well. They are really not excessive, but really strong.
So I will say that. So sometimes I do tarot readings of people, but I used to use Crowley's tarot deck, but nowadays I avoid to use his because he's so direct. So if I get this with people, especially about the future, people get discouraged.
Oh really?
Yes.
Why is that?
No, of course, disappoint me. You don't want to, if you ask about people's future, they don't want this card, disappointment. How would you say, can you interpret this card positively?
Depending on the context, maybe. Yeah. Well, it depends whose disappointment it is.
So I would say they're like this. I have several insights about this. So, there was this ancient saying about what Euripides and Sophocles. And Sophocles was the Greek tragedian that he painted people better than they are. But Euripides, his successor, he painted people as they are. So that would be like Crowley. He paints people like they are. While I prefer the Sophocles way. I have this ideal picture that I use other tarot decks because I want to give a better image to people. But if you want the harsh truth, then you go to Crowley. Interesting. And Crowley, he was very honest, very, very frank, of course.
Actually, I'm not really sure if I was an acquaintance of Crowley, if I'd like him.
Would you like to have a drink with him? I don't know.
I don't think that I would be a fan of being an acquaintance with him, truth be told, as a character, because he was really about, I wouldn't say theatrical, but he wanted to create this tension and to not to make you feel bad necessarily, but to make the tension and to make an excess of something out of you. And he was a strange one.
And let's now please pick a card you. If you want, do you want to ask a question from the cards, or do you want to have open? Please shuffle them. And do you want to ask a question aloud? Something that could inspire our listeners?
A question aloud. So we have started about Crowley. Let's say, what should we ask? Well, let me think about it.
And in the meanwhile, while you think about it, I could show you people this is the card book. Crowley and Frida Harris is the artist who designed this artwork.
Oh, you have some Lady Harris artwork there. Lady Harris.
Yes, she designed the artwork in this. Then there is a lot of discussion about the relationship, artistic relationship, of course. How much? A little bit Crowley. He looks a little bit like Churchill here, with his cigar. And actually, we could mention that Crowley, he was contemporary with Churchill, of course, and thirdly, Crowley would have inspired the victory sign. He didn't meet Churchill personally, but he would have inspired. It would symbolize the moon, this to contrast with the Nazi swastika symbol, which is symbol of sun. So he was important figure from 20th century.
I have heard this story, the victory sign, but they say it's actually okay. The order has some certain body signs, thinking them like dance moves, let's say. Okay. So there is this kind of move that takes the hands up and sends the head back, which is like this thing. So they say that this thing that I just did, it's this one, which is the sign of Apophis, the destroyer, which is used ritually, which I found really interesting. But I haven't really heard about this kind of moon sign.
Me neither, so I think it's strange. But okay, if it seems that destroy is very apt, of course, because Germany was.
So I would like to continue in how the spirit of Crowley can help us in our research, let's say.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. That sounds excellent.
Okay. So I think I'll take this one out. Oh, that's a 5 again.
Wow, worry.
Well, okay. So we have 2 5s right now. 1 5 of you, 1 5 of me. 5 is what is the sign? Okay. So it's 5 and 5, which is all in Gebura.
Okay.
Which is the natural suit of Mars, which is the male-female.
Okay.
Do you know anything about Kabbalah?
Yes, I have studied it intensively. I have studied ancient Hebrew also, Biblical Hebrew. I don't have it fresh in mind, exactly Gebura.
So it's that destructive force, fiery destructive force. So it's energy, natural energy in its grossest form. So maybe it has to do about how things will move out.
Okay, we could briefly check in the guidebook actually to inspire us, because the symbols are so intricate. So this would be, let me see, discs. We go to, so it's the last part, page 74. Let's see to get inspired. 5 of discs. So part of discs begins on page 74, and then we jump to number 5. Let me see, 5 of discs, 7 of discs, 5 of discs. So I will, let's say here, 5 of discs, worry, Gebura in the suit of Earth, Mercury in Taurus. This represents the 5 discs in an inverted pentagram. The general effect is one of strain, yet the symbol is long continued inaction. Its natural meaning is intelligence applied to labor. Even at the meaning loss of money or position. Trouble of material things, labor, toil, land cultivation, building, knowledge, and accuteness of earthly things, poverty, craveness, loss of profession, loss of money, more than access.
Well, you should always not be disappointed or worried about these kind of things, because you shouldn't read them out of context. Because the question was always about
how can Crowley help us?
Yes. So you have to always try and to analyze the powers and the information that are on the card regarding the matter of your question. And not try to take them out of context. So you have to put into context the energy of the card than to take it out of context and just worry or be disappointed about.
I actually had an insight a couple of weeks ago, or 1 week ago, let's say. So we are now in the age of lion, you know, the Lion's Gate opened recently. And at the same time I got an insight that let's say I pick a card and it's a negative one, then I will say I challenge, I defy the universe and I will conquer it. I think that if we get a negative card, which happens, we have to challenge it like a lion. Don't get discouraged. You have to show yourself stronger like a lion.
A good advice, a good thinking.
You have to be like a lion.
You have to be like a lion.
A beast.
You know, he was a Leo actually.
Ah.
Yes. That's why also the lion cards, I think the Leo cards are really strong in the Thoth Tarot deck. So if you check about the wands, I think he was in the suite of Leo. If you watch them, they're really fiery and a bit strongerly made than the other ones. I think he gave Lady Harris some information and directions in order to make them a bit bolder. So yeah.
He's like Euripides. Crowley is like Euripides. You pick one card and then end this.
Or whatever you like. What would you like to discuss about?
So in which direction will you go now with Crowley exactly?
Me?
Yes.
Well, depends. I'm always working with the tarot, which is really interesting for anyone to take up as a subject of study. They learn a lot about themselves. Now, where would I take it? I'm not really sure actually these days where I would like to go from here on. I think that do you know about the vision and the voice?
No, please tell us.
So in the whole system there is the understanding that about the vision of the ethers. The point is Crowley had some visions from which are initiatory, let's say, and they actually have how should I put it? They are interconnected with the grades inside the order.
Okay.
Okay. So it's an understanding of the visions actually of the places of the major arcana. So he had an experience through use of medicine or not of this kind of forces.
Okay.
And I would like to to read into the accounts of these accounts and see where this goes, because it always has. It's always refreshing to read Crowley, for me at least. I like the way he writes, and you have to enjoy it because it's for some it's okay, for some others it's not. Crowley is a bit difficult as a writer.
But for a beginner, where should they start?
If you want to start with Crowley, I think the Thoth Tarot deck and the Book of Thoth actually. Let me show you.
Thank you.
So it's this kind of book. It's complementary to the cards, And actually he writes much about the cards themselves and the spirits of the cards.
So is it in let's say I want to know more about this specific card that we got about
Let's say the 5 of discs.
Yes.
Okay.
So does it contain more advice than this guide?
He writes more about in depth maybe about than the complementary inside the booklet. So you hear.
This is it's not so much more. It's okay, a little bit different, but
the point is not that. The point is to understand the energy of the card and to understand then the energy of the suit, because he tries to write about in the beginning of this kind of explanatory starting. He discusses the suit and the 4 5s, let's say. Okay, that's here. So yeah, and he starts to discuss what's the energy of the 5s in this regard, and what is the common denominator that the 5s have, in order for the reader to understand more in depth, and the Gebura in this example, and what kind of energy the 5s have. So, but the scope of this book is much bigger than discussing the 4s and the 5s and the minor, the major arcana. It tries to put you to give you the understanding of how the tarot, how this kind of how the circle works actually. So
but don't you get worried now when you get a card like this? Don't you get worried when you get a card like this?
Well, worst case scenario, my economics do not go well this month or the next. Yeah, probably.
But so you would now, what would be the solution? You would use a kind of magic to manifest prosperity, or how would you do? Now there are a lot of let's say gurus that give you advice how to manifest money and so forth. So this is what would Crowley say to you?
I think Crowley was not
money maker.
Well, he had his he indulged himself, let's say. But I wouldn't think that Crowley would be really a fan of using this kind of system, or anyone who works in the system actually. Not because it's a petty thing to ask for money, but the understanding is that you have to find out ways not to bring down money, because you can always, you ask for money, money comes. I guarantee it. Maybe not, you will not be a millionaire tomorrow or the day after, but if you ask for money, universe will give you money.
Okay.
Okay? Be sure for it.
Okay. Okay.
Or whatever you ask, it will give, in my experience.
Okay. Wonderful.
It's just not. It's never on regard. Please give me a big lump sum of money. It will not happen.
No. I wouldn't agree there. Because in the Bible we read, with God everything is possible. So with God, what does that really mean? With God everything is possible. So if God wants to send me a Fredo cappuccino from heaven, then it's possible.
Probably yes. I have to try and and create the pathway in order for this thing to happen that you want. So nothing is going to come out of thin air. Okay?
Yes, I believe so.
Let's be clear about that. But if you've created the pathway in order for things to happen, then things can happen. But you have to do the work. It's not only spiritual, it's also practical, and you have to be in both sides. And probably this is the kind of thing that most are losing focus. You know, you have to pray, but also in order for prayer to take place and start growing, you have also to do the manual labor. You have to do the work. And I think people need to find this kind of balance, at least the people that practice this kind of stuff, manifestation for example, in order for things start manifesting. So yeah, there's my 2 cents.
Okay. So let's end here with the interview, and we thank you, Giorgos, for this interview.
Thank you, Kali.
Give me a high five.
Hey.
Thank you.